So the spiritual sensations that we feel on our skin are from God. When you feel like this hot cold sensation, or you feel the tingling, the burning, the itching, the crawling, the prickling sensation like on your crown chakra, you might feel like your whole scalp is like opening up. You might feel like something's running up your arm, up and down your spine. All of these things are in conjunction, or they're happening with something else. So keep in mind that you are spiritually gifted. You have multiple spiritual gifts. Multiple spiritual gifts. And the spiritual sensations are one of those signals we receive from the universe, from the Most High, from Spirit. And it also includes from our ancestors, our spirit guides, our angels, our loved ones that are ascended on. And so we receive these sensations in our skin, on our skin, and we can feel it when it's energy near our skin, near us. Remember, we're only part human. We're chemical beings, right? We're electrical beings. We are human beings, but we are spiritual beings. We are light energy, right? And so, dear love, I can't see, so let me just make sure I know what you're saying. Yes, it's live. Hey, just me. Thank you for tuning in. So I want you to ask the questions. Now we've got some time to just answer questions and to help you get through these sensations, okay? So the first thing you got to do, and everybody, spiritual superstars, let everybody know when you come in and type in your pound or your hashtag and your 4 1s, the opening of the spirit realm. So pound or hashtag 1111. Hey, Hannah. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, honey. Thank you for tuning in. So, when you get these sensations on your skin, could be in your skin, it might, kind of freak you out a little bit, and it might excite you. So in my experience, it does both. Thank you so much. Thank you. It does both. But Vernice, that's mama. No, mama. No, ma'am. Thank you. That's Mama Vernice. So, I'm sorry. But it does both. So it might freak you out. It might freak you out because you're not used to receiving a feeling that you don't quite control. When you are around certain people, or when you are receiving an answered prayer, you may receive this physical sensation. It's a metaphysical sensation on your skin or in your skin. And it could be the itching, crawling sensation. And it could be when you're waking up, when you're going to sleep, when you go to school, when you're in a certain class, when you're around a certain teacher, a friend, someone that is a friend of the family. You get these indicators, and it can be when you're by yourself. So I first started recognizing them when I was a little girl. And so you may have too recognized it starting when you were a child, because you are that close to the Most High and you are innocent. Unfortunately, some people teach kids that their spiritual experiences aren't happening, but they are happening. And they only teach kids that because they were afraid themselves, or they were taught that it's evil. When you are receiving spiritual sensations, it is a blessing because it is letting you know this answer to the question that's on your soul, and even when you didn't know this was a question that you wanted to ask. So let me explain that part. You could be in your spiritual awakening. You could be in your first Saturn return, right? And I see you coming in. Thank you so much. Come on in and type in your pound or your hashtag 1111. And then ask your questions. Please ask your questions because we're going to give you answers. And you might be 27 to 31 around that time, and that's your first Saturn return. And so you might be receiving a lot of spiritual sensations, like your skin is itching so bad, you go to the dermatologist, you go to another medical doctor, specialist, you trying creams, all this stuff. But then you start realizing after they're telling you nothing's wrong with you, that it's happening at certain times, around certain people, specific moments, and you're able to really start piecing the puzzle pieces, right? Putting them together and seeing a pattern. And so that freaks you out because that tells you this is something happening that you aren't controlling. And so then you question, well then, if I'm not controlling it, what's going on? Who's controlling? What's happening? And what is this called? What's happening? What is this all about? So I'm going to tell you, this is spiritual awakening. And this is just, it's not about being woke. I don't even know what that term really means, to be honest with you. It's so politicized now. Spiritual awakening is the moment that the Most High alerts you to your untapped, your unlimited, endless potential. You could be walking into your calling, your mission, the love of your life, the next phase of your blessed family life, your union. You could be walking into your cure for the medical conditions you've just suffered from, you're trying to manage on your own. You could be walking into just so much happiness, peace, joy, a new career, a new home. There's so much. But these spiritual sensations could be freaking you out just from lack of knowledge and just from what you were taught. All right, so if you're receiving any spiritual sensations, feeling like you've walked into a cobweb, feeling like there's bugs crawling on you and nothing's there, feeling like your skin is just like thumping, but medical doctors say there's nothing wrong with you, feeling like there's a weight on you when you wake up or when you go to sleep. You feel like your legs are like coming alive by themselves. You feel like all these waves of energy circulating within you, around you, on you, and all kinds of patterns. But there is a pattern. There is a rhyme and a reason. And I'm here to help you figure that out. Make no mistake. Dear love, you are ready. You are ready to receive the blessings that these spiritual sensations bring. All right, so come on in, type in your question, and let's give you the accurate answers that you truly have been waiting for. All right, so put on my glasses. And before we do any of that, because I'm sure there's going to be some channeling happening, and I just want to be sure we all raise it up, okay? You ready? Let's raise it up. Take a deep breath in. We're going to breathe in deeper than we ever thought possible, and we're going to blow it out all the way. And we're going to do it again. Deep, 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 because you've got to challenge your human to kiss your higher self, okay? And then we're going to blow it all out, and we're blowing out the stress. We're going to blow out what we've been taught that's a lie. We're going to blow out our fear, and we're going to inhale understanding, openness, appreciation, gratitude, and just being, okay? So come on in. Type in your pound, your 4 ones, the opening of the spirit realm, and then come in and ask your questions. All right? I love y'all. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Deep, 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 deep. Challenging your human, kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine, and exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in, deep, 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 deep. Blow it out. All right. So, I think the cats have gotten into their food bag, so that's what you hear in the background, I'm pretty sure. Don't start with Nenny, Prince. No, sir. No jump scaring. All right, let's see. I'm sorry. Our German Shepherd jump scares the cats. All right, so Hannah asks, so when you're in the phase of this journey where you are ready to receive these sensations, does it still only just happen in very small bits at a time? No. Oh, that's a great question, honey. Thank you so much for asking that question. Absolutely not. They will come at, waves, doses, heavy doses, overwhelming doses at a time. And even in the moment of you feeling like your whole body is covered with divine energy, but you don't feel like it's so divine in that moment, you almost feel paralyzed. You cannot move. In your skin just feels like it has come alive and it's on its own. Because your skin is alive. It's a muscle, right? Or it's a part of you, but it's its own thing. So when you feel that though, you feel like, because you know you're not telling your skin to do that. It just happened and you're like in the moment of recognizing this is happening. And so it may last for minutes. It may go away for seconds, come back for minutes. And so the overall episode or experience may last all day. It can last longer than that. And it can be a flash of a second, a timeless moment where you feel a burst of a sensation all over your skin like a firework goes off inside of you. Not painful, often scary, especially when you don't understand. You're just learning about your spirituality and what that means to you. Or maybe the next phase of your spirituality or spiritual awakening. But it certainly will happen in little chunks, and certainly will happen in big waves. And so you might become afraid of going to sleep or going into a certain place like your job. So let me give you an example. And spiritual superstars, I really want you to think about this. I really want you to apply it to your life, okay? So every day I would drive in to my last corporate job, and I would get to a light. It was like maybe like the third light before I could get to the building. And I would start to feel radiating sensations all over my skin. But my left eye would jump. And I knew when my left eye was jumping right up here that it was time to take a leap of faith, because that part of my journey was ending. So that, coupled with when I would get to that light, and it seemed like every day it would be a red light, so I had to sit there. And I was often no radio, in the car. I was often just in silence, waiting for my spiritual guidance. A wave, cascade of energy would feel like they were little prickles of cold rain, droplets. Now I'm in my car, and every time this would happen. So by the time I pulled into the company, after passing those couple of next lights, I would still feel that energy in waves. It would go in, it would go out, come back in. I would feel it cascading over me, and then it would go away. So I remember I would sit in that parking lot, and I knew it was God, because I knew that sensation for decades. And I knew that at the time in my life, I was ending that journey, and it was scary for me. And so I would sit there as the empath that I am and try to get my emotions and my feelings intact before I went in there. And so you might find that the sensations are that you're experiencing them with a vision in your mind's eye, with something you're tasting, with something you're smelling, with something you're hearing. You've got to look at your different spiritual gifts. So the spiritual sensations are spiritually guided spiritual communication, and they're going to come to you with what comes to you with your other spiritual gifts. So you're activating all of your gifts at the same time, and you're literally receiving your spiritual guidance. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Hannah. Thank you so much for asking. That's so important. It's a great question. Hey, Sasha. Many blessings. Thank you for tuning in. Sasha, you look very familiar, honey. You asked me a question before. And you know what, Sasha, what I'm hearing right now is that, and this is coming in from my right side. So Sasha, warrior goddess, I feel like you have already turned the page. I feel like you have already tapped into where Spirit has you going. I feel like you know you received the answer to your prayers. And it's been a while. I say you tapped in probably about a year ago. And I feel like in 6 months, you're about to receive some tremendous good news. I mean, this is the culmination of the steps you've been taking and the battles you've been fighting, because you're winning. You are winning. This right here, this is Archangel Raphael. So Sasha, warrior goddess, let me scroll on down. Are you still here? Hi, Prince, sweetie. Oh, you gotta be seen. Lord. Do you know he did that on purpose? Sasha, are you here still? I really feel like you about to hit it. I'm doing a live. Could you please get him out?
I'm sorry.
That's so. This one, he had to be seen and everything. Please.
Prince, get out.
Spiritual superstars, thank you so much. No, on YouTube.
Prince.
Yeah, you just don't. Y'all know how. Look at that.
You're so fat.
And he just didn't even hesitate when she mentioned chicken.
Now he's mad. I call him fat.
Okay, go.
Prince, come on. We have to go.
But yeah, Sasha, let me see if you're still on. Oh, I hope and pray you're on. Baby, close my door, please. Thank you. I feel like that I can hear it ring the bell. Ring the bell of victory, Sasha. So I pray that you come back and you look at this, or you're still on, and you receive that. You're ringing a bell. Thank you so much. So let me go back into the comment section and just ask, or let me read. Okay. Hannah, you just described my life. The itching phase passed already a few months ago. The 2.5 years of my mysterious itch just stopped. I was told it's nothing. So, I love it. And so, what is happening in your life, Hannah? Because the itching, though it stopped for this phase of your life, brought some blessings, some lessons learned. And so I just wonder if very curious as to what Spirit showed you, what you tapped into. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and typing in your pound and your 4 1s so that people can know what this is all about. All right. Hannah says, I never have any happenings, quote unquote happenings, that you are describing, but the itching for 2.5 years that no one can figure out for me was miserable. Non-skin related though, I do, in capital, have bursts of these sensations, but they are only of the soul or mental/heart, etc. I get the burst of intense happiness, like the world around me has become the perfect paradise all of a sudden. I love it. Awesome. So maybe I'm more in touch with the inner world and less with the body. Absolutely. When you are tuning in to your spiritual guidance and to your ancestors, your spirit guides, this right here, scratch on the nape of my neck, like say this is your neck, this is your head, this is your neck, right there, right there. Our ancestors tap us right there. And this I've always known as Archangel Raphael. Now some people have been taught that Archangel Raphael and archangels in and of themselves are evil. I don't feel that way. And I don't feel that way because of what I've experienced myself. So if I were to go by what I was taught, then I might have a different mindset about it. But I experienced archangels before I knew what they were and before I knew really who they were. They had to come to me as themselves and tell me who they were. And then I researched them and I found out why they were coming to me and who they were, like what were they about. And so that's how I learned. But then with that, I learned the negative connotation that people have towards archangels. And so just be aware of that. For example, Archangel Raphael. When Archangel Raphael came to me, he kisses me. And I say he in my ignorance because archangels are non-denominational, they are non-gender. And so I say he because it's a very masculine, loving energy, but a very protecting, guiding energy, and just loving. And so let me let her out. But I realized that Archangel Raphael was coming to me. Go ahead, honey. Don't jump scare her. Don't jump scare her. Prince, no. We have Noah's Ark going on, so excuse me. When Archangel Raphael came to me, he came to me at the foot of my bed when I was trying to figure out if I wanted to get married or not. And And I wasn't sure what he was doing. Is he going to drag his feet? Because before I was dragging my feet. And then I was questioning, okay, is this really even something I want to do? And so Archangel Raphael came to me in the middle of the night. And it was between, I remember it was 3 something. It was like 3:30 something. I don't know if it was 3:33, but it was 3:30 something. And when I woke up, I heard my name. And so I remember just opening my eyes. And the way my pillow was, I could see in front of me at the foot of the bed. And all I saw was Archangel Raphael. Now, mind you, I didn't know anything about any archangels at the time. So all I saw was red and green, like reddish orange and green. And I saw a face, but I felt the energy. Oh, it was all love, all love. And just for me to calm down, just telling me basically slow your roll, chill out, calm down. It's happening. And yes, this is what you want. And he's not going to drag his feet. It's okay. Don't freak out. And so I'm telling you, and as soon as I looked, and I'm like, I just, you wake up in the middle of the night and that's all you see. And so I just stared. And I felt paralyzed, but in a good way, like I was safe. And just as soon as I recognized, who are you? With me saying that, who are you? He smiled at me and just faded out. And I was like, what was that? What? Like, who was that? This is me, like, literally still didn't move. Like, I'm like, God, what was that? Who was that? So I stumbled as soon as I could move because I was freaked out at the same time, So as soon as I could move, I remember as fast as lightning, okay? I was on my phone looking up, what was that? Red and green, angel, spirit guide. I'm Googling. And when I tell you, when I realized Archangel Raphael, my whole being was I just felt love. I felt love. And I could feel his energy cradling like this. Literally, I felt like hands were like this. So the spiritual sensations mean something. They always will. And they will always bring you to the next phase of your journey. I hope and pray that that makes sense to you and that helps somebody. Let me scroll through. Whoops. Hey Lisa. Lisa says, hi, just me. I was wondering if my time of gang stalking and mistreatment from family friends are almost over. Control. Lisa, are you still on? Lisa, are you still on, honey? Lisa, are you still on? Here's what I'm hearing, Lisa. You must take control by magnifying my name in everything you do and everywhere you go. You must bring me in tow. Lisa, they feed off of your fear. Honey, Spirit wants you to make a shift. You've got to, when you mention them, they know it. I feel like they do. I feel like they do some stuff that's not good. It's against God. So I feel like not only do you need to definitely protect your energy, but I think you need to do a clean sweep of your home. I feel like they are using their gifts in a negative way, and you have to fight fire with divine energy. And it goes way more than what I could say in this video. But that's a generational spiritual attack. And so I hope and pray you come back to this video and you hear it. That you hear me say, you can definitely reach out to me, and I'm open to having a consultation to see if there's anything that I can do, because I will definitely tell you when I'm not going to get involved. And spiritual superstars, coaches out there, you have to remember that energy transfers and transforms, and it's never your job to do the work of your client. They have to have that win, and they become empowered when they're doing the work for themselves. And sometimes that battle is not theirs to fight. So, honey, and I feel it again, that's our ancestors. So, Lisa, honey, I think that's a generational, I know it is, a generational attack, generational curse that's attacking. So I hope and pray for you, okay? Hope and pray for you, for sure. But Hannah says, let's see, in the beginning of your spiritual journey at night, before you ever had pets or anything, something reacted from under the bed and grabbed or swatted at your ankle or your foot while you were sleeping, I believe you. Nothing has ever bothered you since then. And so in the beginning of your spiritual journey, so when things like that are happening, it's so important that you recognize that, and not only do you pray against it, but you actively begin to work against it. So you have a spiritual practice, and it's so important that during the day, spiritual superstars, you are doing more than just praying. So what do I mean by that? Because a prayer can just be thank you, thank you, thank you, right? A prayer can just be, you know, oh God, oh God, oh God. But when something is reaching out physically, it scares the mess out of you. It's scary, scary, scary. And so when that's happening, it knows it's freaking you out. And in my experience, the best thing for you to do is get loud. Okay, so our ancestors taught us that negative energy does not like for us to praise the Most High. And so when that kind of stuff is happening, when your babies are under attack too, when the attack is happening in your home, get loud, stomp your feet, praise the Most High, extra loud. I don't care where you live at, get loud and lose yourself in that praise moment. Okay? To the point of knowing what you're doing, but allow yourself to be totally engulfed with the Holy Spirit. Okay? Because that's Spirit's fight. That's not your fight. And you've got to allow yourself to be used by the right energy. Because there's energy always, right? But that doesn't mean that it's energy, you know, that you want near you and that you want in your home or that is good for you. I hope that that makes sense. I truly do. And so I saw Lisa come back in. Thank you so much for tuning back in, Lisa, for letting me know that you're here, okay? So Lisa, what I was saying is that Spirit was saying, Lord, please speak through me. Please speak through me. They feed off of your energy. You need to carry me in tow. Tote. Is there a bag? Do you often carry a bag with you every day? Is there a bag? Even if it's in your purse, you need to have the Word of God with you. I don't care if it's what Bible you have or if it's scripture, if it's a prayer book, if it's words that you write yourself, a prayer, if it's something that you just affirm the power of God, okay? You need to have that with you. And I feel, don't it, that part is for you. I feel like there's power in words because we write it down and it's there. We get to see it. We repeat it. But I think it's just, it feels like it's way more than that for you. It's like your armor. And you are discussing them too much. It gives them power, Lisa. It gives them power and they feed off of that. You're welcome. So when you feel you want to just, why are they doing this to me? And why can't they do that? And why can't they? When you feel that wanting to come out, Lord, please speak through me. Speak for me. Speak to me. Speak through me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And you're just thanking God for removing that attack. There's much more that you can do to guard your home and to guard you. But I just feel like it's your vessel that is really under attack. You. And I just feel like it is generational. It's a generational spiritual attack. And I really feel like there are people in your family that they don't believe in God. That's what I feel. And so you be careful. And if you ever need me, I'm here. Like I said, if I will tell you what I can and cannot do, and what I will not do, because sometimes it's that fight that belongs to you, but sometimes that fight belongs to God. And even though you're put in the middle of it, doesn't mean that you need to fight it. And so it is in that power that you have to give it up and give it over to God. And that takes a lot when that attack is coming from certain sources. It takes a whole lot. Because with that, there's detachment, separation, ending of relationships, sometimes family. There's so much that unravels, comes to light. But honey, yeah. I pray that you find the peace that you're seeking for real. All right. So, the spiritual sensations, I hope and pray that you all look through our channel and you look at the videos that I put out about them. They are real, and they certainly lead to different meanings. I do have a manual on solutions for each spiritual sensation, and click on the links. When you do get that manual, I really want you to look at the sensations. For example, if you are constantly feeling a tingling and numbing in your thighs, and maybe it's just your left thigh, and then all of a sudden it goes away. In that manual, it's going to show you exactly what else to look for and then what to do next. So it's a step by step by step, because I don't want you to lose and miss out on your blessing. And if we give fear our energy, often we overlook the blessing that's in the moment. And all we have to do is just grab the blessing and we got it. And then you've got that check mark. And so when the energy shifts to the next puzzle piece, you just see that opportunity, that blessing, boom, you grab it, and you keep doing that. So use the manual, because it has every sensation that I've ever experienced and my clients have experienced, what they mean and what to do. All right. That is spiritual guidance. So the link should be down below. I will make sure the link is down below in the description box. And I love y'all. Okay. Oh, is your right thigh? You said, wait. Hannah's like, wait, what? You keep describing things that have been happening to me. Girl, that's why you here. You know? That's how spirit, my eyelashes. That is why spirit connects us. And I'm so thankful that you are talking to me and sharing with all of our spiritual superstars really what's happening. I really am. So yes, that means a lot. Our thighs have a very special meaning, and our archangel connected to our thighs is Archangel Gabriel. A lot of people think Gabriel, as in the Bible, I know that it's more of a paternal or male energy, Gabriel, but that is not what I've ever felt. Gabriel comes in gold and ivory. Beautiful. I mean, a gold that is sparkly and glittery and very nurturing, feminine energy, very maternal energy, loving, caring, just caresses you kind of energy. And so Archangel Gabriel comes to us when we really need that and when we need to be reminded of that. And so it's really important because, take for example, if you are struggling to conceive, Archangel Gabriel will let you know all is well. All is well. Archangel Michael may come in like a thunderstorm and, blow down some trees so you can get through that path. Archangel Raphael might come in and confirm that alternative treatment or therapy was the right thing for you to do, because then all of a sudden the stress went away and you were able to conceive and have that beautiful baby girl or baby boy. But all of these things mean something. So I hope and pray that that manual helps all of you spiritual superstars. And whatever I can do to ever help you, that's what I'm here for. Do me a favor. When you hear me say this, please do me a favor, because we're doing a poll on who uses spiritual guidance at work. I want you to comment down below and tell me if you are at work watching this video, or if you do use spiritual guidance at work. Do you seek out spiritual guidance while you're at work? My feeling is that you do, because spiritual guidance gets you through the work day, gets through your personal day, gets you through life. And so we want to hear from you. And I want you to tell me if that's true. So just comment and let me know if you seek out spiritual guidance while you're at work. You could be looking through YouTube videos. Tell me. And I'm going to take a screenshot, because that is now that's a poll. That is your answer, and that's a part of my data. And I thank you for that. Because spiritual guidance is a beautiful blessing that we get to receive, that moves us forward, gets us unstuck, keeps us happy, helps us be successful, and just helps us live a beautifully blessed life. I hope and pray that I have been of service to you, and that you have a beautifully blessed day and night. And guess what? I will see you tomorrow. Make sure I'm not missing anyone's question. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh, I'm not sure why my comments keep getting removed. Message retracted. I don't know, honey, but we are going to work that out. Okay? She said, I'm a babysitter, so I never leave the house. My spiritual woo-woo is never turned off. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Now, wait a minute. Are you, may I ask how old you are, Hannah? I'm always amazed. We've got spiritual superstars as young as 8 that I know of. Younger, but I know 8 would be like, hey, there's Miss Nicole. So please share with me. I'm so curious to find out. If you don't mind. Girl, you just are at the tail end of your Saturn return. Just who I pray to be connected to. Wow. I mean, literally. I'm going to go back through your messages and see why they're being retracted. I don't know. We'll check it out. See if we can get them all to come through. Literally, in your Saturn return. I'm tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. Tomorrow, what time is it? It's 21:50. We're going to have to come sooner. Tomorrow, we talking about Saturn return. Tomorrow, we definitely talking about Saturn return. Okay? So, y'all, I will see you tomorrow in our live. Bring your questions about Saturn return. Anybody that is 27 to 31, or you about to walk into that age bracket, or you are just getting out of it, honey, we got some especially gifted guidance for you. And if you are like me, about to go into your second Saturn return, or you are already there, okay, meaning you are you're about 56 to 61, moving right into it. Snaps. Okay, whether you are a beautiful woman, man, however way you identify, irrelevant. If you are in those brackets and you're in this third dimension we call life, you need to be on the live tomorrow. You will be so happy that you tuned in. All right? All right. I'm excited. I will see you all tomorrow. I love you.